What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, if you see something that you like here today, please don't forget to subscribe at some point. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came to see me. So one that I was skeptical to purchase at first. I looked at the note breakdown. It screamed old school barbershop style fragrance, which it absolutely is. And it's cheap. So I thought, you know what? Let's give it a whirl. Blind bought it on eBay from a trusted seller. Wore it, loved it. Here to talk to you about it. We're talking about from Rochas Moustache, original 1949, the Eau de Toilette. Stay tuned.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
So I gotta tell you, this fragrance is everything I expected and then some. Let's go ahead and take a look at this presentation real quick, and we'll talk about my thoughts on the smell. So right off the bat, we're taking a look at the box for this presentation. The standard Moustache box. It says original 1949 instead of Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Parfum gets all the fame. This is actually an Eau de Toilette concentration, and I grabbed the 75 milliliter bottle because if I get the 4.1 ounce, I'll probably never go through it. And from what I can tell on the Eau de Parfum, I'm probably gonna have to get the 4.1 ounce because I don't really see any 75 milliliters. Rochas stamp on top, which is also on the cap. And then batch code information, barcode. You know, standard box, it's very recognizable because the Eau de Parfum of Moustache is very popular. And here lately, it seems like there's starting to be a bit of a cult following for this fragrance. So let's take a look at this bottle. Looking at this bottle, this is beautiful. This has a classic styling. The ripples, this is just gorgeous. Very thick base. You'll notice it has the same label. It's a little brighter red instead of that darker color, and it says original 1949 instead of Eau de Parfum. The juice color is not the same. This is a clear juice versus that dark amber juice. Rochas stamp on top, and it does click into place, and this is a very heavy cap. It's plastic filled, but it's got a thick wall of some form of metal or brass or nickel or something like that. But this is absolutely a heavy cap and very far spraying atomizer. Candied lemon. So this did come out in 2018. It's classified as an aromatic fougere. I'll put the notes right there for you. So in the opening, you're getting a whole bunch of lemon and lavender. Super aromatic and a candied lemon, kind of a lemon heads type of vibe as has been referred to with this, and that's pretty accurate. It's a candied, not sweet, not overly sweet, a little tiny sweet, kind of that sour sweet from lemon. And it's nice, it really is. It's a different lemon than any other lemon I have in a barbershop style fragrance, because this is absolutely an aromatic barbershop fougere through and through. If you like fougères, you like aromatic fragrances, you'll like this. It's a love letter to the original, which I have never smelled. The original, the Eau de Cologne, that was released in 1949. This is supposedly, according to the brand, the same formula. So like I said, in the opening, that candied, sweet, kind of semi-sweet lemon, a lot of lavender, and you do get a lot of the oak moss in the opening as well. It's very mossy. That fougere quality just kind of hits you in the nose right off the bat. And then in the transition, you're still getting a lot of lavender. The lemon, the candied aspect of it kind of tones down, but the lemon's still ever so present. I never really pick up any bergamot. There's a very clean musk that creeps in after about 10 minutes or so. You do detect it in the opening, but it really becomes more present in that transitional stage where that opening's really starting to calm down. And then it gets a lot more herbaceous. And then once you get into that dry down, it's mainly oak moss. And you do get a little bit of patchouli. It's not overly darkened up by the patchouli or very earthy or anything like that. The oak moss is more present than the patchouli, I find. And you do get a lot of the oak moss pretty much throughout. It just becomes more and more present as time goes on. So I gotta tell you, if you like barbershop fragrances, if you like fougères, I know I said it before, you will like original 1949 Moustache, the Eau de Toilette. It's a very good scent. Is it groundbreaking? No. Is it a nice twist on a classic style? Yeah, it is, because the way the lemon's done, definitely changes it up. It doesn't smell like a lemon note in most fragrances. I'm not saying there's not another fragrance that doesn't have that candied lemon head lemon in the top, but I haven't smelled another one. Therefore, in my collection, this makes this kind of unique. And the scent in this one is absolutely a 7.5 out of 10. Now, longevity is where it takes a little bit of a hit, but it's kind of what I expected. I did get in that 5-hour range until it really kind of fell off of a cliff and really got faint. You know, it was still kind of detectable, but it was definitely a faint skin scent after the 5-hour mark, really into the 6-hour mark. I didn't want to cheat the rating any, and I you know, it really cut off at 5, even though it still kind of went to the 6-hour mark. So for the 5 hours, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. You know, right in that average range. You're not going to break the bank on this. For this 75 ml, I want to say I paid like $26 or something like that on eBay. Very, very fair price for this. I don't mind refreshing. It's perfect for the summertime. It's perfect for an office setting. It just really did the job. And in projection, in that first hour, people are going to smell you for sure, even through the masks that we're having to wear. I was definitely getting whiffs of myself, and I got to wear a mask pretty much all day long. And absolutely arm's length for that first hour, and then you get, you know, it gets a little closer to the skin and gives a pretty good scent trail to about the 4-hour mark. Really, it just keeps kind of lightly just wafting off the skin. Not a beast, not super weak, but definitely a 7 out of 10 in projection. Overall, Rochas Moustache Original 1949, the Eau de Toilette concentration, in my opinion, is absolutely a 7 out of 10 fragrance. I believe this is one that you should not hesitate to try out if you like lavender heavy, lemon and lavender, oak mossy type of fragrances, which is basically a barbershop fougere, which is what this is. Great fragrance in my opinion. Does it have a maturity to it? Sure. I can't see a whole lot of young guys really liking this, but there are many out there that love a good aromatic fragrance and would thoroughly enjoy this. But for the most part, you know, there is no age range for anything. I do understand that. There's no genders. Anybody can wear anything that they want at any time of year. I get all that. I see all the comments. But I would say the guy that's really going to enjoy this is probably going to be 30 plus years old, professional setting, because it's that style of fragrance. It's kind of a classy but not overly dressy barbershop fragrance. If you like stuff like that, you'll absolutely like this fragrance. And I'm very happy to have it. This is going to make the rotation. I enjoy wearing it. It just smells great. I looked forward to having to refresh with this one because the opening is just so great on this fragrance. And until next time, guys, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have tried this already? How many of you have noticed the new hoodie I'm wearing? So very, very comfortable too. I'm going to be going to the gym in a little bit, and I like to wear a hoodie when I train, help me sweat a little bit more, and you know, burn a little bit extra calories, really get the body heating up. Hence why I'm wearing a hoodie in the middle of summer, just in case some of you were wondering. But if you're interested in any of the TLTG Reviews gear, Teespring is right below the description area of the video. There's a link in the description as well. Feel free if you want to check out some of the gear. If not, that's okay too. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Moustache Original 1949, you give it a spray now, pretty confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.
Repeat, this is not a drill.